Oh, hey, cool. Game of Thrones mod. I think I'll try that one out. Oh, dang. Oh, well. Better luck next time. Another Game of Thrones mod. Okay, I'll try this one out. Dang. That kind of sucks. A third one. Cool. Alright, this one, it's gotta work. Fourth one. Alright, let's try it out. Game of Thrones. Oh no, fifth one. Cool. And crash. What's going on, everybody? It's TSJ. Hope you liked that little kind of meme introduction in the beginning there, that first minute. Just a quick disclaimer, this isn't going to be a video like ripping on any of the current Game of Thrones mods that we have from Medieval 2. On the contrary, actually, I think they're all really well made. I think they're all really fun. I've done install videos for pretty much all of them. It was just the kind of the call I'm making out here, guys, is just that I hope I speak for a lot of Medieval 2 fans here and fans of the modding community, is that it'd be really, really cool if we had one combined mod for Medieval 2 where it was just Game of Thrones, kind of like we have for the Third Age. And I know that there's a ton of arguments against what I'm going to be telling you guys, what I'm arguing, but really though, guys, I think, you know, when you compare the Third Age to these Game of Thrones mods, is that Third Age is one solid mod. It does have its issues, but then what you have are like Divide and Conquer, Massive Overhaul, submod like MOS, and those build on Third Age, and they even improve them, make them more stable. A lot of these Game of Thrones mods, and again, this isn't to throw any any shade at any of the developers or anything like that, because obviously they're doing it on their free time, but it would be really great if we had one that was just strictly like a mod where we could just play as a base Game of Thrones mod like Third Age, and then all of the other sub mods could just either build off of that. Everything that I showed you in that first meme video, even though it was supposed to be kind of funny, those are 5 different, and those aren't even all of them. Those are just 5 different Game of Thrones mods, guys, for Medieval 2. That's not even all of them. There's a few more that I didn't even put in there because I was like, I'm not even going to try to install them. The ones that I showed you are pretty much the main 5. I've done install videos for, I believe, all of them. And the video that you're watching right now is from Fire and Blood, which to me is personally the most stable of the 5 versions right now. And I'm not going to act like I know the development state of all these. I do try to keep track of all of them, where I go on the ModDB page or Total War Center and try to see what patch updates, and they are making improvements. It's just as of right now, and I've been following them for like 3 or 4 years. Some of these weren't around 3 or 4 years ago, but I don't know, what the status is if there's going to ever be a Game of Thrones mod. Like for a while, it was Westeros 1.0. It was like in the 0.53 status for so long, and then I did a video on the Game of Thrones submod, which that's really the video that got my channel huge. It's got 53,000 views, and the mod was great, and even the developers have acknowledged, yes, it does have issues here and there, crashes of course in particular, but then you had a spin-off of a bunch of other different Game of Thrones mods. You have the Ice and Fire Total War, which I thought was very promising. I haven't seen anything on it in a while, but I'm sure that one's going to turn out very well. You had the Winds of Winter, which was honestly a pretty stable submod, but it was just a little more, I don't want to call it bare bones, because again, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I hope even the developers of these mods, I don't really know if they talk. I see kind of when I'm looking at on the ModDB page, yes, so-and-so from this Game of Thrones mod is letting us use their map while they can use our units. And I'm wondering, why don't you all just work together to make a kick-ass Game of Thrones mod that's like equivalent to the Third Age, where there's a ton of lore to it. There's a ton of scripts. It's a huge map, and when there's a ton of units as well. Don't know if I already mentioned that, but when I say units, guys, I mean like they have read the Song of Ice and Fire, and they know, even if it's just a mention of a creature or a person, put it on a faction. I don't know, it'd be cool. Take creative liberties, you know what I mean? And a lot of these mods, I'm sure, do that. But again, I'll be honest, you guys, a lot of the truth to that little first part of this video is like a lot of them do just end up crashing, which again, you could argue it's a mod TSJ, it's going to happen, and I totally get that. That's why a lot of my TSJ play series either don't work out or I have to cut them short because I run into crashes. But one that I've always done like consistently is something for the Third Age. It's just a really solid, stable mod, and I'm not, again, it's not like the people who make these Game of Thrones mod are bad modders. Nothing like that. It's just, it kind of sucks because we all want one so badly. I've gotten a ton of questions on my videos before, like how many are there? Which ones are the best ones to play? And they all kind of have different different aspects about them that you can enjoy. Like Fire and Blood's honestly, I think, one of the more stable ones right now, but it might not be the most packed with content. Game of Thrones 5.0 is a super, I don't want to say completed, it's pretty complete, but it's jam-packed with a bunch of content with it. All right, Ice and Fire, I believe, is still heavily in development. But again, guys, this is just my opinion, just discussion. What do you guys want to see out of a Game of Thrones mod? Do you like how there's all this variety? I like the variety. It would just be nice if the variety was all extremely stable at the same time. Am I being too harsh here? Is it kind of ridiculous? Did you like that little meme part in the beginning? Don't usually do those too often, but yeah, let me know in the comments what you want to see out of a Game of Thrones Medieval 2 modding community. If you want to see like a huge conjoined one where we all just have a kick-ass one like the Third Age, or if they're still kind of separate. I don't know. Just my thoughts, you guys. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Everyone stay super. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.